I'm gonna make a matcha before I run out to the store. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I save ice from previous drinks. I know it's easy to make ice. I don't have an ice maker. I have to go buy bags of ice, so I'm saving money by doing this. My milk is like 3 days expired, but it should be fine. I definitely put too much milk. First place I'm gonna go to is Goodwill, and then I'm gonna try to see if there's a Marshall's nearby. I know there's 2 Goodwills in the area, so I'm probably gonna hit both, but I've been stalling because I have to go buy gas, and my husband usually does it, so I'm absolutely dreading getting gas. Let's quickly finish the matcha, and then I'll be on my way. This was definitely needed because I didn't sleep till 1 this morning. Okay guys, we are at the second location, and it's actually so crazy because I've been craving canes. I saw this TikTok this morning of this, it's kind of like a thirst trap edit of canes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of want canes now. And then I drove in this direction, I passed by canes, and you're probably thinking like, okay, that's not that crazy, but in my state we don't have that many locations, so I was genuinely surprised. And it's right by a super Target, so I'm gonna go there right after this. And also, this location is right next to a Marshall's, so everything is going perfect. Except I probably won't get canes even though I really want it, because we have a whole tray of lasagna still at home that I bought from Sam's that we need to eat. A little sad, but at least I know that we live by a Cane's. This Goodwill didn't have a lot of good items. The first one did though, so I guess there's a balance there. I bought quite a few stuff at the first one and then just one at this second location. I'm so hot right now. I don't know if I already mentioned this, but we do have a weather advisory out today because in the Midwest there's gonna be bad storms like hail, tornadoes. This morning it was okay. Now it's getting hot, like 70 degrees. I'm sweating in my sweater, and I think around the time when the sun sets and the cool and the warmth comes together, we're expecting a tornado in the area. I can feel the winds picking up too, so I'm a little worried to be out there driving. I have to go pick up my husband later too, but I think we should be okay. It doesn't seem too bad right now. Let's go to Target and Marshall's, and then I'm gonna go home, drop off my stuff, and then pick up my husband. I just pumped gas and that was so embarrassing. I haven't done it in so long. First of all, my credit card declined 3 times, so then I had to use my card on Apple Wallet. And then I hate Quick Trips because you have to lift up that one panel, and sometimes I forget that, and then I look stupid like, why isn't any gas pumping? But we're good, we got it, and it was $38. That's so crazy. I was only at 1/4 of a tank. Teddy stories. Books are fun. This is cute, but I think it's too childish to go on my shelves. I don't like how they say books are fun. The next day. I had already filmed this haul yesterday, but it was way too dark in the house and the footage is kind of blurry, so I'm gonna try to go through everything again with better lighting now. Since I've already refilmed it, I might be going through things really fast, but I still want to mention like why I got certain things. These pieces that I bought are a little bit different than what I usually would buy. I'm really trying to get out of that shell of buying those beige, boring items in the store and add more color into the house. So hopefully I achieved that goal. When I moved in this house, I loved the beige walls. That's the aesthetic that you see all the time on social media, but now that I actually live in the house, everything is just way too brown. So I really tried to buy pieces that have a little more pop of color to them. This is my first time decorating a house, so it is really hectic. When I was in the store, I was just buying whatever I thought was cute. I forgot which order I bought everything in, so I'll just grab whatever I see first and go with it. First is this lamp. It was $5. I'm just so in love with the shape of the lamp and also the color, duh. I did try this out last night. It does work, but I think the reason why this was given away is because the inside on this lampshade is broken. So when the light is on, you can see the broken inside of the lampshade. It's not the biggest deal to me. I was thinking of maybe just taking out the entire inside layer and just keeping the cloth because I really love the fabric. It reminds me of a mermaid's tail. And then I love the blue. I don't know what it is about blue. I used to be such a pink girly, but now I think my favorite color is becoming blue. I don't have a solid plan for where I want to place any of the items that I bought yet, but I'm thinking this will go in my corner where the bunnies are or in my office by my bookshelves. Next in my box is this circle starlight. There was a white one that I saw originally and I was really debating hard on getting that one, but I didn't want the white one just because I thought it would look so boring. I kept going back and forth through the shelves debating deciding if I really wanted it or not. And then I looked behind it and I saw this blue one. It was only $7 and I did try it out last night. Honestly, the lighting isn't that great. It could just be the light bulb. I'm not sure yet just because I haven't changed it. This is what the light bulb looks like. Even though it doesn't shine the best, I'm still really glad I got it because I saw at Target they sell it for $20. And also the white one looked a little more used, whereas this one still kind of looks brand new. And I think it'll go in my office. The next thing I'm super excited to share, and I'm actually so surprised that it was even there, is this giant mirror. It's oval shaped, a really dark brown color, and there are flowers glued onto the sides. When I first saw it in Goodwill, I was a little bit hesitant because it is dark, but then I started to panic because I saw another woman walking back to where all the frames were. I think my competitive instincts kicked in and I was like, I need to take this now before somebody else grabs it. I was also worried about the price, but surprisingly, it was only $9. Now, I do tend to lean towards more lighter colored items, so this one will probably contrast a little bit too much with the rest of the stuff that I got in this haul. I might be trying to sell this a little bit too much to myself, but my idea is to have this in the hallway over there, and then the rest of the stuff I bought in the living room over here. That way, there's a little bit of a distance so that the mismatchiness doesn't contrast too much, but they'll still have their own space so they can each shine for themselves. I'm not really sure what this is, but I just love the shape of it and the roses on them. It was $3. It does have this opening in the back, so I think it'll be perfect to just hang on the wall. Anything with roses, you already know I have to buy. Next, I got this little Easter bowl. Has all the little Easter eggs on the side. My idea is to display a candle inside of it. I also think it'll be really good to hold any kind of jewelry or just put it on my bookshelf as well. My main goal was to find some really colorful pieces to add to my house, so I think this was the perfect fit. And this was $4. I wasn't planning to buy any books, but there was one that just jumped out at me, and that was Thumbelina. I don't really remember Thumbelina's story. I just know she's a little girl. The reason why I got this is because I want to hang up the cover. I would just cut around the art and then frame it in a photo frame. I believe children's books are $1.99 each. I was looking at this brand new on Amazon and it was $6. The reason why I looked it up on Amazon is because there is a little sticker smudge here that I did not really like. And then somebody also drew a little pen mark. But the more I thought about it, I realized you can't really see it when it's far away. So I should just save $4 and buy this one from the thrift store. I also really love the artwork inside of the book, and I kind of want to frame this page. Just look at how cute that is. It would go so good in my book room. The other book I got is another children's book, and it is Biscuit the dog. I was obsessed with this dog when I was in first grade. I have vivid memories of saving up all of my coins to try to get these books through Scholastic, and my first Christmas ornament that I ever bought for myself when I was really young was of Biscuit through the Scholastic magazine. I've always wanted a dog like Biscuit, and I just love the art. I just want to cut out the art of Biscuit and then paste him on my wall in my book room. So yeah, these were the only books I bought. I never really sort through the books in Goodwill just because it's a little bit overwhelming, but the children's books really caught my attention yesterday. Speaking of books, the next find is one of my favorites of the whole day. A moment of silence for this beauty, please. I cannot believe that I found this. It was at the last Goodwill we went to that I was almost debating on not going to. It is a little worn out, but I think that's kind of the charm that comes with it. Originally, I wanted to repaint the books, but I don't know how well that'll work because some of the books are really dark, like this black one and this dark blue one. The last Goodwill we went to actually had a lot of bookish items, and there were these two cute bookends with bears on them, but I thought they were a little bit too childish. Plus, they said books are fun on them, and while I do think that, I just hate when some items have words on them because the words just ruin the whole item altogether. Next waller I have is this plate with birds and flowers. I believe it's hand painted and hand drawn because if you look closer, you can actually see the pen around the plate marks. I didn't actually know until I took a really close look up at the plate yesterday, and not gonna lie, it does look ugly when you're looking up at it really close. This plate was $2, and I'm really thankful that it already has something to be able to hang it on a nail on the wall. This one is a jade green photo frame with some butterflies and flowers. It has two ovals for photos, and I think this would be so cute to put photos of Milo inside. Here is the last photo frame I found from Goodwill. It is so beautiful. beautiful. I love that you can see all the small details on the side. You can see the X's down here. The roses are gorgeous. And then there's a baby angel playing on a violin here. I don't quite know what photo I want to put in this yet because I just don't know what's going to match the vibe. Next, I got this plain gold frame. It looks really basic, kind of gives that vintage feel because it has that intentional wear and tear look to it. The reason why I wanted to go to Goodwill in the first place was because I was under the impression that they would have a lot of photo frames similar to this one, but I was really surprised to find that there weren't actually a lot of good photo frames, which is why in the vlog I ended up going to Marshall's. But this was one of my last finds in the last Goodwill I went to, so I'm really glad that I was able to find this. Next, we have this framed tulip art, and it actually says it was distributed by Target. This is the Tulip Bouquet by Paul Mathenia, and it was $11. A little bit more on the expensive side, but it is framed and everything. I feel like this piece of work just screams bathroom art, so that was my idea. I want to put it in the bathroom. I forgot that we have 2 bathrooms just because we never go downstairs, but this will probably end up downstairs because up here I want to get a cabinet over the toilet. That's basically the only wall we have to spare for any artwork. The last thing that I bought, I cannot believe I found this. And this is not something I was specifically looking for, but it was just so beautiful. I knew I had to get it. It is this charming and gorgeous clock. I haven't checked if this actually works, and honestly, I don't really mind if it doesn't because the design of it just looks like a piece of decor. I think this will look so perfect and cute on my bookshelves. Last night I moved it to 12 o'clock because my favorite princess growing up was Cinderella. Yes, I know 12 o'clock signifies her doom, but it's kind of iconic. I feel like there has to have been something on this little black part here because it just looks a little off, but it is still so beautiful. The fact that I'm still mesmerized by it today speaks for itself. I mean, just look at all the details. Where would you even find something like this? Even though I'm really in love with my book stack, this was probably my favorite find of the entire day. So those were all my thrift finds, but then I did go to Marshall's and I'll do a little haul of those things. This is the type of photo frames I was expecting to find at Marshall's, but didn't. It does already have this bird art in it, but I'm not in love with it, so I'm looking to switch it out with something. The only downside about finding this at Marshall's is the price compared to all the Goodwill items, and this one was 20 bucks. And then I have 3 last photo frames that I got. What I think is so crazy is how much I've changed because I used to be someone who wanted everything to be matching, but all of these photo frames I got are all different. The first one is this cute circle frame, and this one was $7, which is kind of a crazy price tag. The next frame is this dark gold wavy frame, and then the last one I got is this white and rose gold frame. This is actually the last thing I got at Marshall's. It's just this tan and gold mirror. I know you guys are probably punching your phones right now because you're probably like, I thought you're trying to get away from that beige aesthetic. But my thought going into this was that it's lighter than my walls, so it'll bring a pop of light into the room. This is what all the photo frames would kind of look like all together. Let me know if I did a good job or you think they're too mismatched. So that's everything that I bought at the thrift store. I think it's going to take me a really long time to fill everything up and then put them on the wall because I'm a procrastinator and I get stressed really easily. I don't know what photos I'm going to put in any of the frames yet. If you have any poster ideas, let me know down below. But do stay tuned for the vlog when I put everything up. Thank you so much if you watch all the way, and I'll see y'all in another one.